Greetings. Welcome back to IBI India Business Insights. Today, let's explore the world of retail and Reliance's contribution to this industry. The Indian retail industry is the largest among all industries. It has emerged as one of the most dynamic and fast-paced industries due to the entry of several new players. It accounts for over 10% of the country's gross domestic product and around 8% of employment. Indian retail market is estimated to reach $2 trillion by 2032, driven by socio-demographic and economic factors such as urbanization, income growth, and the rise in nuclear families. The Indian retail industry is divided into two segments, that is, organized and unorganized sectors. Indian retail is dominated by a large number of small retailers consisting of the local kirana shops, owner-manned general stores, chemists, apparel shops, pavement vendors, etc., which together make up the unorganized or traditional retail, whereas organized retailing refers to the trading activities undertaken by licensed retailers. The various forms of organized retail are hypermarkets, supermarkets, departmental stores, specialty chains, and malls. While there were other large format stores in India, the story of organized retailing is said to have started with Pantaloon. Pantaloon Retail India Limited, a retailer, was incorporated on 12 October 1987 and headquartered in Mumbai. The company operates primarily through the lifestyle and value formats. Pantaloons, which was acquired by Aditya Birla Limited in 2013, is now a division of Aditya Birla Fashion and Retail Limited, having 370 plus stores spread across 180 plus cities and towns in the country. With its new retail identity, store design, and wide range of merchandise, Pantaloons is one of the leading retail stores in the lifestyle segment of the consumer market in India. As much as there are scenarios where organized retailing is immensely successful, there are also those where they have failed to capitalize on the opportunity of middle-class consumerism. Subhiksha Retail started in Chennai in 1997 and was selling fruits, vegetables, groceries, medicines, and mobile phones. At its peak, it had almost 2,000 stores all over the country. It closed in 2009. Vishal Megamart was another poster boy of organized retailing. It was one of the first chains of discount stores. It started in 1994 as a garment store, and within a short period, it scaled up to be an all-India chain selling reasonably priced apparel and FMCG goods. Vishal Retail Limited was listed in 2007. By 2010, it had gotten into a serious crisis with large debts. It had to go into painful restructuring, with parts of it sold as a TPG-backed entity and another to the Shriram Finance Group entity. The remaining entity has seen a reasonable revival as V2 Retail Limited. There are multiple such stores of glory, disaster, and revivals in the organized retail sector. The last decade has witnessed the entry of a number of organized retailers, opening stores in various modern formats in metros and other important cities. While online grocery retailer Big Basket opened its first brick-and-mortar store in Bengaluru in the year 2021 under the brand name Fresho, which is their private label brand, we have seen the growth of online retailing. The increase in the usage of smartphones and low-cost internet data has led to a boost in online retailing. When online retailing was introduced, there was a pessimistic prediction that online retailer would damage offline stores. To a certain extent, online shopping has indeed cannibalized physical store sales. Customers undoubtedly prefer online shopping due to the lower prices and safe delivery alternatives. Retailers across categories are moving towards online channels to expand their offerings. The dividing lines between offline and online retailing are blurring gradually, where consumers connect with brands through any medium of their preference. Thereby, this makes presence across mediums essential for retailers to connect with the customer at every touchpoint. Many consumers still prefer to shop and browse in a physical store. In brick-and-mortar stores, consumers can speak with employees and ask questions about the products or services. These stores have the ability to offer experience shopping, whereby consumers can test a product and can also be provided with instant gratification when a purchase is made. And in just 2 years of almost losing the battle to e commerce players and the pandemic, physical retailers in India are making a spectacular comeback. Brick and mortar retail is expected to grow at 14 to 16% this fiscal, driven by continued expansion across segments food, grocery, apparel, and consumer durables, and return to normalcy from the COVID-19 pandemic. Reliance Retail, a wholly owned subsidiary of Reliance Industries, led by Mukesh Ambani, is the most important part of Reliance Industries' retail business. Reliance Retail commenced its journey in 2006 with the launch of the first Reliance Fresh store in Hyderabad. The idea was to make buying groceries and vegetables a lifestyle experience at neighborhood market prices. The company had to face various difficulties before the launch of Reliance Fresh because of the protest against organized retailing back in the 2000s. With an investment of 25,000 crore rupees, Reliance gradually widened its horizon across segments such as electronics, fashion, and the cash and carry businesses. While Reliance Digital, the consumer electronic retail chain, was launched in 2007, the company ventured into fashion and the wholesale cash and carry segments in 2008 and 2011 respectively, through Reliance Trends and Reliance Market. By 2011, Reliance Retail had achieved $1 billion in sales. By 2014, Reliance became the largest retailer, surpassing Future Group in terms of revenue. Around the same time, Reliance tried to test the e-commerce space with the launch of an online grocery store, RelianceFreshDirect.com, to deliver groceries in Mumbai. In 2016, it made a fully fledged entry into e-commerce with the launch of the curated fashion and lifestyle store, Ajio.com. The company went on an acquisition spree and partnerships in the last couple of years, adding to its portfolio some of the biggest names including Hamleys, Dunzo, Zivame, Ritukumar, etc. Let's have a look at some of the recent acquisitions. According to a press release dated July 16, 2021, RRVL made a public announcement to the shareholders of Just Dial to acquire up to 2.17 crore equity shares of Just Dial, representing 26%. Further to this, Reliance Retail has now taken sole control of Just Dial Limited in accordance with the SEBI takeover regulations with effect from September 1st. The capital infused by RRVL will help drive the growth and expansion of Just Dial into a comprehensive local listing and commerce platform. Just Dial would expand discovery on its platform and enhance transactions for millions of products and services. On 18th August 2020, RRVL had acquired a majority equity stake in Vitalik Health Private Limited and its subsidiaries, collectively known as NetMeds, for a cash consideration of approximately INR 620 crores. This investment represents 60% holding in the equity share capital of Vitalik and 100% direct equity ownership of its subsidiaries. This investment was aligned with the commitment to provide digital access for everyone in India. The addition of NetMeds enhances Reliance Retail's ability to provide good quality and affordable healthcare products and services, and also broaden its digital commerce proposition to include the most daily essential needs of consumers. This leads us to the topic of the issues that occurred in the acquisition of Future Groups. Amazon, which had invested in one of the Future Group's units 3 years ago and has accused Future Group and Reliance Industries of indulging in fraudulent practices. Amazon had argued that Future Group had violated its contract by doing a deal with Reliance and has also approached the Singapore arbitrator to hold the deal between the Indian firms. The setback to Reliance was, however, minimal. As Amazon and Future fought in court, Reliance began taking over several of Future stores starting in February 2022. What is the latest after a 2-year-long battle between Reliance and Future and the e-commerce giant Amazon? As things stand, even after 2 years, this deal has seen many twists and turns and has not been yet consummated. Its bankers have not accepted the Reliance offer. Currently, NCLT is considering bids for Future Retail. As per recent news reports, 16 players have submitted expressions of interest for future retail. So, what makes Reliance Retail a unique venture in India? From doorstep delivery of consumer goods to high street retailing, RR's presence in world's fourth largest consumer market is just one part of the story. Since the COVID-19 pandemic, the country's largest retailer has acquired a series of prominent firms in the retail space, such as Clovia and Urban Ladder, and has ventured into new territories such as convenience stores and premium retail chain formats. Apart from the steady expansion of its existing brands, both in physical and online retail. To fuel its growth, for instance, RR raised Rs 47,265 crores in FY21. Agio, its flagship e-commerce platform for fashion and apparel, now has launched an athleisure brand, Accelerate, which will cater to the requirements of sports and fitness. Reliance Retail is India's largest organized retailer, both in terms of revenue and store network. In the grocery consumption basket, Reliance Retail operates Reliance Fresh Signature, Smart, Smart Point, Fresh Pick, Sri Kanan Departmental and Jayasuriya stores focused on food, fresh produce, bakery, dairy products, home and personal care products, as well as general merchandise items. In the consumer electronics consumption basket, Reliance Retail operates Reliance Digital and MyJio store formats offering a wide range of consumer electronics, home appliances, computing and mobility products as well as gadgets and accessories. In fashion and lifestyle consumption basket, Reliance Retail operates a portfolio of formats that serves customers across value, mid, premium and luxury segments. Reliance Retail operates Trends, Trends Women, Trends Man, Trends Footwear, Avantara by Trends, Reliance Jewels, Hamleys formats, and a portfolio of international brands such as Armani, Burberry, Diesel, Marks & Spencer, Superdry, Brooks Brothers, Steve Madden, and much more. Store addition trajectory has continued to be robust with the addition of 795 stores, taking the total store count to 16,617 stores in FY 2022. EBITDA from operations increased to 4,286 crores in second quarter of FY23, with a 130 basis point margin YOY improvement from the favorable mix, positive operating leverage and operational efficiencies. Strong growth across formats and digital commerce aided a sharp increase in retail contribution. The retail segment has benefited from higher footfalls, new store rollout, and broad-based growth across the consumption baskets. Reliance Retail has also achieved robust growth from sharper opening price point ranges, successful festive and big day campaigns and category-focused events. Retail coverage area now stands at 54.5 million square feet, which is well ahead of any other Indian retailer. Over the last 5 years, revenue and EBITDA have grown at a robust CAGR of 43% and 57% respectively. The company bolstered its offerings and continued to fill white spaces through acquisitions and franchisee agreements with BrandGap, Todd and Pret a Manger. Reliance Retail's widespread physical store network would further enhance its omni-channel capabilities and position it as a front-runner to garner consistent business growth by capturing a larger pie of the Indian retail sector opportunity. Let's look at the company's peers. Who is Reliance Retail competing against? In public perception, D-Mart is considered the main competitor of Reliance Retail Limited. D-Mart is a retail corporation that operates a chain of hypermarkets in India, founded by Radhakishan Damani in 2002. While we may see the competition grow between Mukesh Ambani with Reliance Retail and Radhakishan Damani with D-Mart, it will be limited to a few specific segments. Reliance Retail has a very wide portfolio of businesses. D-Mart has a strong foundation which is helping it grow organically. D-Mart has been on a store expansion spree in recent years. Most of this expansion has been outside of the state of Maharashtra, implying that D-Mart is successfully setting up a business in new states. Another significant factor that is helping DMart to grow organically is the segment it is catering to. India's retail industry is largely dominated by food and groceries segment. DMart has a stronghold in this segment, thus favoring heavy discounts, expanding more customer options and market expansion. DMart's revenue from food accounts for 54.75% and non-food FMCG is 20.5%, whereas the revenue generated from general merchandise and apparel is 24.75%. Undoubtedly, Reliance Retail is the largest organized retail player, but it has a weaker foothold in the food and groceries segment. Reliance's wide reach and its online arm, JioMart, give it a leg up over DMart, which primarily relies on store visits. Having a tryst with online shopping via JioMart by accepting orders from housing societies through WhatsApp during the coronavirus lockdown, Reliance has been making strides in ensuring a wide footprint across channels. JioMart on WhatsApp, which was launched in August, has expanded its customer base with 37% first-time buyers. In case of Reliance Retail, the grocery segment of the entity contributes 21% of the total revenue. The connectivity segment is contributing around 34%, consumer electronics at 27%, and fashion and lifestyle and petro retail contribute around 9% each of the total revenue. And Reliance Retail, whose revenue is currently driven by connectivity and consumer electronics, will see a boost with future retail's strong presence in grocery and fashion. On a consolidated basis, Reliance Retail delivered revenue of Rs 1,99,704 for the fiscal year 2022. The business crossed a milestone and recorded an all-time high EBITDA of Rs 12,381 crores for the year, a growth of 26.5% YOY, along with a PAT of Rs 7,055 crores. Digital and new commerce more than doubled its business and accounted for about 19% of gross revenue. Reliance Retail in the September quarter reported a net profit of Rs 2,305 crores, higher by 36% YOY at a consolidated level. Reliance Industries Limited Chairman Mukesh Ambani, during RIL's 45th annual general meeting, introduced his daughter Isha Ambani as the new leader of its conglomerate retail business. Isha, who is a Yale University graduate and a former McKinsey & Co consultant, kicked off Reliance e-commerce foray into fashion retail in 2016 by starting the online shopping portal Ajio. Isha Ambani, disclosing the company's plans, said that their brand's presence was strengthened after they launched new products across staples, home, personal care, and general merchandise categories. What is the future outlook of RR? Reliance Retail's commitment to the Indian retail sector is evident by the significant investments it has made in building and strengthening its capabilities across the retail value chain, which is indeed having an impact on the Indian retail landscape. The company aims to continue with its journey of bringing competitive products and services to consumers across the length and breadth of the country by further expanding its presence through physical stores and digital commerce platforms. Reliance Retail is accelerating expansion with plans to open more than 2,000 brick-and-mortar stores annually with a focus on the smaller markets. The company intends to focus on expanding new commerce business by accelerating merchant onboarding and increasing the share of wallets. It wants a larger share of the e-commerce pie with JioMart, Ajio, Reliance Digital, and a new platform dedicated to third-party sellers. It will also work to strengthen supply chain infrastructure and product and design ecosystems to support business growth. Isha Ambani, the new chairman of the company, further stated that they are working on a 10-year blueprint to make the foundation bigger and more impactful. The company continues its endeavor to contribute towards the lives of people and provide opportunities through its different initiatives in the areas of health, education, sports for development, and disaster response. We hope that this video made on the retail industry and Reliance Retail has been insightful. Let us know in the comments your views about it. For more such videos, share and subscribe to India Business Insights.